Howdy and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Random Things with James Canes. I am James Canes, and welcome back to the Random Cave. Today I'm going to be doing a toy review. So I have a question for you guys. Do you like dinosaurs? Do you like dinosaurs with laser guns? Today's toy might right up your alley. Today we will be reviewing and unboxing a couple of these Zuru 5 Surprise Dino Strikes. Just a disclaimer before we get started, I am not sponsored by Zuru at all. I just really like this product and I want to talk about it. So basically it's a gotcha type thing. This means you don't know what you get. It's a blind bag, you gotta open it and find out. Pretty cool concept though. Basically you get a little egg, peel it off, then you take it apart, and inside each one of these little fives is a piece, leg, armor, stuff. You gotta actually open every individual one, pull it out, and then you assemble it, and bing, bada boom, got yourself an armored dinosaur. At the time of the recording, there happens to be 2 different series, each with 13 dinosaurs. Now, the only real regret I have about it is that each set is the 13 same dinosaurs in just different colors. Series 1 has their armor pieces are just normal gray. In Series 2, they're gold, and they happen to glow in the dark. But that's the only difference between the 2 sets. So I will be showing off Series 2 because I have all of those, and I don't have all of Series 1. So let's get to it and have a look. Okay, everybody, let's get started and have a little bit of an overview over each of the figures. So there are 12, I guess, kind of normal rarity dinosaurs here, with a 13th being the ultra rare, which I just haven't lucky to have, and that'll be the last one we show. So what we're going to do is I'll show you without the armor, then I will throw on the armor, so you take a look at both. So starting off, we have the Stego. Now, like the Stego, it seems to be pretty common, and I have multiples of this one. Now, what's common amongst all of them is that each one actually seems to have some kind of play function. You know, move the head or something and the tail wiggles, or pull the tail and the jaw opens up. It's pretty cool. If you notice, it's a little hard to actually see in the video, but there is actually a lot of texture in the figure. And that's one of my biggest gripes about these, is that a lot of detail went to the sculpts, but the paint jobs are pretty minimal. It is, I would say, kind of a cheaper end toy. I think what you're really paying for a lot is the gimmick, but still pretty fun. And here's the Stego. As I said, it's cool. It's got some like slash type war markings on the side of it. That's pretty cool. It's got a nice gray. Now let's throw on the armor. And here it is, all armored up. See, it's got some nice, all of them have kind of a helmet piece. There's kind of like a cool little helmet with a kind of little beak on it. This one actually has 2 blasters that hang off of the spikes. That's pretty cool. Now you notice there's kind of holes in the side of the armor. That's actually because most of these figures, the cannons can be taken off and then put on other dinosaurs. So if I wanted to, I could put 2 cannons off another dinosaur from this one for a quad blast and Stego. Now on to the next one. Next up is the Trike. Looking pretty rad with a like reddish color with the blue markings. Looks pretty dang cool. Don't say so myself. Nice yellow horns, a bit of a tannish underbelly. Pretty basic. Cool detailing on the eyes, I gotta say though. Yellow eyes with, you know, like kind of mascara looking marks. Pretty cool. Now so let's see what the armor on. Here it is, all armored up. Got cool, like its back is almost completely covered in armor here. It's got one big cannon. I really do like the headpiece on this. It kind of looks like goggles with an antenna, like a radio operator thing. And I think it looks like a really cool aesthetic. Next up, we have the Skeleton Trike. Now, I know I mentioned it earlier, but yeah, they got more dinosaurs. They got cool undead dinosaurs. There are actually 3 in the series that are skeleton versions of the normal one. This one right here is the Trike. Looks like kind of the same pose as the normal trike. This one's jaw opens up, which is pretty cool. And it too does still come with armor, so you get an armored skeleton dinosaur. So let's see what that looks like. And here it is again, all armored up. Just like the other one, it's got a big back piece with a mono cannon, but they didn't actually just reuse, I think it's cool, they didn't actually just reuse the exact same like cannon and stuff. It actually is like slight difference. It's kind of the same range with the chest, like back armor, plus one cannon and kind of just goggle looking, but they're not the same. So that's pretty cool. It's actually a little bit different. Next up, we have the Anklo. Anklo's looking pretty cool with the shell down its back being different color than the body. I will say though, the fact that that doesn't extend onto like the coloring doesn't kind of extend on the head, but hey, I think they're on the cheaper range, so hey, it looks cool nonetheless. Let's see what the armor looks like on it. Okay, and here it is, all armored up. See, it's got sort of like a high up on its back end of its shell, the big mono cannon. I actually think this is the coolest looking of the cannon. Got that kind of square shape to it. And you might have noticed there isn't a missile in it, because that's actually while I was taking the armor off to show you it looked like unarmored, it shot off, and I think it went under a bookshelf or something, and I couldn't find it. So, yeah. Sorry, guys. Now, on its head, you guys see it's got kind of a full helmet. That's pretty cool. I think this one is pretty cool. It also seems to be, I think, that and the Stego and the Trike seem to be the most common of the bunch. I seem to get a lot of copies of them, which I'm not complaining about. You'll see why in an upcoming video. Now let's on to the next one. Next up is the Stiggy. You know, little hard-headed Ramu boys. Actually pretty cool, looking nice and orange. And just like I said with the Anklo, kind of cool that, not very cool that they didn't continue the paint job up to the head. Kind of blends in. So the dome I think would be cool of a different color. And one of the arms just, I don't know, they look derpy. The way they're bent, just kind of weird looking. But all in all, still pretty cool. Like an orange with those red stripes going down its back. Still pretty cool. Its armor looks pretty cool, so let's take a look at it. And here it is, all armored up. Looking pretty damn cool with two big old round blasters on it. Looks pretty cool. It's got a slot for a third cannon if you wanted to. Love the helmet on this one. The way it kind of goes around the eyes and down the face and has a horn on it, it kind of reminds me of something like you see in like Gladiator times. Which is pretty cool, awesome. I think that's pretty cool. So on to the next one. Next up, we got ourselves a flyer in the collection. Here we got us the Pterosaur. Now, this one's pretty cool. It actually has wing flapping action. If you move the head, the wings actually move up and down, and that's pretty cool. The mouth opens on this one too. It looks pretty cool with the brown, kind of dark brown pattern with the cool little stripes on it. Looks pretty cool. The armor's pretty cool too, so let's take a look at it. And there's this flyer with its armor on. It's got a cool over the top and underbelly armor here, and the cannons actually sit underneath it. Look kind of cool. I think the back of the cannons kind of look like threat, like jet thrusters. That's pretty cool. And it's got a spot on the top actually for adding another one if you wanted to add a third cannon on there. And the helmet actually kind of wraps around, and it's very round and it actually kind of looks like a helmet. Pretty cool design. I will say of all the ones here, probably my biggest gripe with any of them is here. That's that the cannons themselves are very freaking loose for some reason. All of them you can kind of pose, but for some reason this and the Series 1 one, so I know it's not just a default in my individual one, they move on their own. Like, let me see if I can't show you. See how they very floppy, they don't kind of just fall. They don't want to pose. That kind of sucks, because you put this on any other figure, you're going to have issues with it. But that's a minor flaw, I think. And we got so many other cool dinosaurs to look at. Let's get to it. Let's talk about one flyer. Let's see how it's on a flyer, but kind of in the bird range here. This is the Dinosaur, the Thero, or anyone who's ever played Ark, the Terror Chick, the Tickle Chicken, the Terror Chicken. This bad boy looks pretty cool. I think down it's kind of really hard to see in here, but that purplish part actually on its back, the texture is not really scaled. It's kind of feathery looking. It's a pretty cool detail. Claws are wicked on this guy. You see the claws are painted, but the toes aren't. Once again, it's a quality thing. Got a cool purple like slash mark on the hip there. Really cool. This is one of my favorite. Actually, one of my favorite looking figures. Real shame. I think I only have one. Like I said, an upcoming video. I'll show you kind of a project I've kind of done with these, and you'll see why. You know, I really wanted a second one. But let's look what this bad boy looks like with his armor on. Now here's this bad boy with his armor on. You see he's got a back piece that kind of sits up on his shoulders. There's even space for 2 more cannons if this bad guy wasn't even bad enough. He's got twin blasters, and he got that kind of school square blaster I said I like a lot. His helmet's pretty cool. It kind of wraps around the neck too, and it almost kind of like with the slots in it, looks kind of like a vulture skull. I think it's pretty cool, especially considering that this particular dinosaur is supposed to be some kind of prehistoric bird. Very appropriate. I said one of the cooler looking dinosaurs in this set. We're not done yet. Let's get to the next one. Now we're getting into some of the more familiar dinosaurs. I think this one probably doesn't need any kind of introduction, but it is the Velociraptor, or according to the set, I believe this is the Velociraptor X. No, this is just a normal Velociraptor. There are 2 in this set. The sculpt, if you familiar with Jurassic Park, know this sculpt looks like it came straight out of that movie. So not that original, but it's familiar. Everyone knows what it is. It still looks pretty cool. Big old orange or like yellowish eyes. It's got a blotch pattern down its back and kind of onto its tail. Pretty cool. Those big old iconic big claws, which like a lot of them aren't painted, but oh well, that's just me griping. The jaw on this one actually opens up, so that's pretty cool, and it's got armor in it. Let's look at it. As if these guys weren't deadly enough, these actually have 2 blasters as well, and a slot for a 3rd. Got round blasters, kind of an upper body, looks almost like a saddle, which is pretty cool. The helmet on it's more square. It kind of has like a fin to it on the top right there, like a crest. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But I think the next raptor is cooler, so let's take a look at it. And here we have Velociraptor X. It uses the same basic Jurassic Park style to it, just in a different pose. I like this one much better than the other one just because it's an upwards pose. It looks kind of cool. It's red. It's got a sort of dark brown blotch pattern down its back. Yellow eyes with the dark black, or not black, brown blotching around the eye really brings it out. Mouth on this one also opens. It has sort of a spring action to it where if you like bend it down, it kind of springs back up like it's jumping. Let's see what it looks like with the armor on. And here it is with the armor on. Unlike the other one, this one only has 1 cannon. Similar style though, the back armor kind of looks like a saddle to me. The helmet is pretty cool. Like the other one had a single crest coming down the middle. This one kind of has 2 crests down the side of the eye ridge. It kind of looks like goat horns or something. It's pretty damn cool. The cannon on this one, like I said, is another squarish kind of cannon, which really what I think it looks cool. So I think this of the 2 raptors is pretty damn cool. I think it's a lot better than the other one. But we're not done yet. We still got 3 dinosaurs. I think you guys are going to love these. So let's get to it. Well guys, no dinosaur toy line will be complete without this one. We got the king or queen of themselves. We got the T-Rex. Now the 2 series do like this color padding the freaking most. Big fan of orange. And this big orange T-Rex is freaking awesome. The tail actually moves, and when you do it, it causes the jaw to open and close, which is pretty cool. See the big old dark pattern around the eyes. Once again, just be nitpicking. A lot of the, color looks cool, but the detail on a lot of them is nice. You have the jaw is the same color as the neck. The teeth and tongue don't have any colors. The markings on the back are pretty dang cool. Like that dark brown on that orange, very, very cool. You see right there on its hip, it's got the slash marks. So this guy's pretty cool on its own. Let's see how it looks with the armor. And here it is, all armored up. King of the Dinosaurs, even more deadly. It's got a cool, like, around the back armor. Sits on the back like a saddle. This one actually has kind of two pieces, not two pieces, kind of, I don't want to say like two segments to it. One that kind of covers the upper shoulders, and then the back and hips. The cannon itself is right there on its back. Instead of its back, its hips, which is kind of cool, a bit different. It's got a cool kind of squarish, industrial looking kind of helmet right there. All in all, pretty dang cool. I think of all the dinosaurs here, like the actual missile part that goes to it appropriately is the biggest. But we still got two more dinosaurs left, and let's look at it. If you like T-Rex, you're in luck because there happens to be two T-Rexes in this set. Just like the trike, the T-Rex also has a skeletal form with armor. I think this looks pretty dang cool. Mouth moves on it, no markings, obviously there's no skin, but pretty dang cool. And just like the other one, it also comes with its own armor set. So let's take a look at it. Okay, and here it is, all armored up. Let's see, it looks really popping with that white skeletal, and then the gold armor. Really great. Just like the other one, armor kind of covers the whole back, with the blaster kind of sitting on the back on its hips. And the helmet kind of being a little bit squarish, covering the whole head. Just like the trike, kind of the same, where it's placement and type of armor, but a completely different mold. So it's not just a copy of, hey, here's it without skin, the same cannon and everything. So I really do appreciate that, this armor is a little bit unique to it. We got one more left, guys, and you guys are surprised because this next one was the ultra rare one. I got so lucky I got it. So let's take a look at it. And here it is, guys, the big daddy of the set, the ultra rare. It is the Spinosaurus skeleton. Not just that, it's unlike the other skeletons, this one is actually gold. Boy, does it look awesome. I think it's actually bigger than the T-Rex. The figure is. A lot of articulation in it. The jaw moves. The head can actually swivel and stuff, so you can change it. And the jaw actually opens up. It is so badass just on its own. Just wait till you guys see the with the armor on. Got unique armor even amongst the other ones for this being the ultra rare figure. And I really do believe that it's ultra rare because of all the figures I've got, I've never gotten a double. I'm very lucky to have this one. As a matter of fact, the story of how I got it is actually I happened to be walking down the aisle on my way out of work one day, and I'm like, oh hey, there's one sitting on the shelf, and I've been like contemplating, I have all but one, screw it, I'm not gonna get it. And I'm like, you know what, it's been a day, let me treat myself. So I picked the one up on the shelf and two more just for like shits and giggles. Got home, opened it up, and it had this bad boy in it. So I almost talked myself out of getting it and ended up just on chance getting it. And I'm so damn happy with this one. So let's now look at the armor. Here is this ultimate bad boy. All kinds of armored up. So what do you guys think about him? I think he looks awesome. That sort of off yellow gold armor contrasting with the actual armor, like goldness of the figure itself, looks freaking awesome. I don't have the Series 1 figure of this, which is also gold, but with great like weapons and armor. I've seen pictures of it, and it's just not as cool as this. The gold on gold is awesome. And like I said, this figure amongst the other ones, the armor on it is actually very unique. The other one's very industrial, kind of square and stuff. And I'm actually going to move this one closer so you can see it. But look at the blaster. Very almost round, almost alien looking. Look at the actual like missile itself. It's a little skull. That is so sick, and it's the same gold color as the dinosaur itself. And take a look at the helmet. Look at that. It's got very horns, very almost, you know, Novakin looking. It is pretty sick, really sick on a sick figure. I can see why this one most definitely worth the whole rareness of it. Very cool. My almost favorite of the figures. So you guys let me down in the comment which of these individual figures you thought was pretty dang cool, and we have the Plesilith, the only like aquatic type dinosaur in the set, sadly. Still looking pretty cool. Its fins kind of have some like articulation to them. If you squeeze the back fins, it'll actually make the head bob up and down. It's pretty cool. The mouth opens and closes on this guy. It's got some cool blue eyes and like a blue splotch there pattern on its back. And here it is with the armor on. Pretty cool over the back armor. It's got the twin cannons. Room for 2 more cannons on it if you'd like. And kind of normal headpiece right there, kind of covers the eyes, a little bit of the sides of the head. Overall, it's still pretty cool. Well, everybody, that was my overlook of the Dino Strike figures. All in all, pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a good look at them. Let me down in the comments which one was your favorite, which one was your least favorite, which one of the elements you liked. I know it's a particular choice I like on the blasters. Which ones kind of stuff do you guys like? Was there any dinosaurs that didn't make the cut that you would have liked to have seen? You know, let me know down in the comments. So originally I was going to do a like unboxing, opening of a couple of them, but this video has gone on pretty long already, so that's gonna be a part 2 of this video. That part's already recorded, so hopefully that will, you know, I can get that video out, you know, pretty quickly. I'm also discuss my kind of overall opinion of it. It's pretty cool, but I'll talk about why I liked a lot of it, and I'll talk about some of my gripes. There's quite a few of them, and maybe hinted about a future project I have involving some of these. Also an update on the Series 3 that might be coming out. So if you enjoyed it so far, thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you guys checking this out with me, and hope to see you guys in the next video. You guys all have a blessed night, and good night.